There we go. Alright. Shad Boss. What's up, buddy? Alright, getting this started. What's going on? Leaving the gym now. I'm gonna make this quick on my way. I walk to the gym. It's only a 10-minute walk from me. So let's get the usual suspects and the troublemakers in here. I woke up to a lot of DMs. Why does I wake up every morning and there's like a shitstorm the night before? I got kids. I can't be up watching these lives. Well, there you go, Maurice. That's the $1 million question I've gotten. I have screen caps in my DMs of like, oh, they were trying to send me the live last night. I was sleeping, man. I went in for a little bit, and I was like, I'll watch the full part of this the next day. Messaged a little people here and there, and I went to bed. Your thoughts? Yeah, I know. So, I don't think really anybody cares about my view on this. I think they just want to add gasoline to the flame and, kind of make situations worse. Everything I saw Rob convey yesterday, past all of the profanity and the all of that, you guys will be surprised when you'll hear me say this, but I completely understand where Rob is coming from. I only think very few people can. And it's the people that are on this side of the camera. Yes, Rob should have taken a lot of people's advice, mine included, and just sign out of the accounts and go on about his life. This is the easiest thing to do, is just walk away from this. So many people can do it. It's not that hard. With that being said, that's not what happened. And a lot of things go on and things are said. And the only real people that know the truths to what's being said are really Rob and Lenny. With that being said, once Rob got that all out of the way, I can see it for what it really was. And it really comes down to the fact that Rob is angry and upset that Lenny portrayed him for the very last time. And you guys think that Lenny's innocent. Lenny's not innocent. As you all know, Lenny plays both sides. But that shit gets old very quickly. Lenny likes to pin people against each other. He's done it for years. And he gets a kick out of it. And that's the truth. And this is not groundbreaking news. That's just the way it is. Everybody knows that. So, hold on one second. So, when you have somebody that's instigating both sides, either false claims, false accusations, and you have somebody that puts all their trust in you, of course they're going to believe everything they say. Lenny comes off as a very kind, he's not done anything bad to me that I know of, but he comes off as a very genuine, kind person. Who's to say if that's completely accurate or not, or that's really who he is, but he does like to pin people against each other for his own shits and giggles. And a lot of people know that. It's not groundbreaking news. Just Rob really trusted him. And it would have been very easy for Rob to just not have told Lenny, listen, no one should know where you work. We all know how this works. Again, I'm going to go back to only very few people know what happens in this universe to people on this side of the camera. Now, did Rob make it worse by going on the accounts and, going after people? Of course. Again, he should have heeded a lot of people's advice and just signed out of the accounts. Nothing else can be said about that. That's where he messed up. But he knows that. But unfortunately, it's kind of like a cycle of, you kind of have to learn from your mistakes, but how many times does that need to happen? And I'm not taking Lenny's side. I'm not taking Rob's side. I think all this is complete nonsense, online drama. But I do see Rob's side of it. The one person he trusted to not tell people and to fucked them over. So of course he's going to be upset. Of course he's going to be angry. This is real life people. This is real life situations. So what really has to boil down to is the fact that I gave my advice again to Rob. I said, listen, the best thing for you is to see all past this, sign out of the accounts, give the accounts to whoever you want. I really wish I didn't see the password to Lenny's account, because I really don't want to sign into it. I really don't even want to help anybody sign into it. I got my own things going on. I've stressed this enough more than anything, that Lenny needs to take ownership of his own channel. He cannot depend on anybody else. He needs to grow the fuck up, man the fuck up, learn technology, stop depending on people, and sign into his own accounts and learn how to do videos. If my 8-year-old can do it, a 50-year-old can do it. You just, instead of looking up trannies and looking up all this other stuff online, sit there and watch a couple YouTube videos, how to edit videos. Everybody showed him how to do it. There's YouTube videos on it. Put the effort in if you want to grow your own channel. And then he won't depend on anybody to manage, control, film, and do his own YouTube channel. You can do it on his phone. There's apps on your phone that can edit videos now. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Listen, there's something else I told Rob. It's even if you move on with your life, even if you move on and you get a career, you will never escape this. Anybody that's involved never comes out in a positive way. You'd be surprised how quiet things are, and then one day something pops up and it reminds you how deep in the piss you are. So you can either try to tread water in the piss, do backstrokes, or drown. It's really up to you. No one ever escapes the piss. You can go, on a little raft or a little inflatable and just kind of cruise down, the piss, but you're always in it forever. There's never any escaping it, ever. What's the best video editing app? One that's free, and a little juice sign. I think it's called InShot. InShot's a good one. You have to pay for premium features, but you can do the most basic video editing with it. Brother Adam, what's up? Quee 24. Maurice, I'm not saying who's lying, who's telling the truth. That's for Rob, and you have to hear Lenny's side. Remember, there's always two sides to the story, and the truth is in the middle. So let Cuban or whoever or Lenny can do a live and answer questions, but I'm telling you right now, you guys think Lenny's innocent. He's not. He really isn't. There are things Lenny has told me about other people when they're not around, and I'm like, why are you telling me this? And I have the feeling it's to stir up beef between people, but I kept that, I bury it deep in, I delete it out of my frontal lobe. I don't know, why is he telling me this? I never spoke a word to anybody who he was telling me about. I just kept it to myself. That's weird, because I've been with Lenny by myself, and he's told me things. I'm like, why are you bringing this up? But I just whatever. I don't get it. That's right, Northern Monkey. I use Mojave on the laptop for editing. So who's telling the truth and who's guilty? I think it's a little bit of both, right? I mean, if you think about it, Rob kind of should have known better, and I'm not talking shit. He should know better how this universe is, and just never signed back into the accounts, kept on with his career, kept on with his job, his life. Because I told him just before, like literally an hour ago, I told him, I said, when you have a life outside of this, and it's the same thing I told Hamburg, when you have a life outside of this, you see how stupid this really is. I know you guys get a crack out of it, and I understand it for what it is, but once you have a life outside of this, and you sign out of your Instagram, and you go spend time with your family, and you go live your life, your job, and all that stuff, you look back at this like, how fucking like ridiculous are these online beefs? It's like sewing circles, you know? So, but I understand it for what it is. And if you understand it for what it is, you don't revisit it. You don't tip your toes back in. Just sign out of the account. Don't even look at it. There's shit that's sent to me all the time. I mean, even Brad said it to me the other day. If anybody looked at my Instagram, they'd hang themselves. And it's the God honest truth. Because we get ripped all the time. All the time. It never leaves you. You are always going to get ripped. You're always going to be in the piss. And you're always going to be a target. No matter if you accomplish the greatest feats in this universe, you're still going to be shit up. Nothing comes out of this universe in a positive way. That's the end of it. Maurice, Adam, we really need to get serious about the Delray meeting and set it up already. I'm serious about it. I've been serious about that for years. That was something I started when Bravo and Kali Muscle were going at it, or was it Mark Lobliner? And I said, we need like a Delray Mania, a place where everybody could come to settle their scores. And then as the years went on, all these beefs were happening. I'm going to fight you. I want to fight you. I'll beat the shit out of you. I'll beat the shit out of you. But there was never a place for it to do it. And I'm like, why not come to Delray Beach, the place where all of it basically kind of like, you know, the center of all the drama and issues. Does anyone at your work know about the misfits? I'm always curious. Well, that's something advice I gave to Rob. I was like, listen, there are trolls in Jay's chat groups that leak out information constantly. And very recently, one of them leaked out that you know, it'd be a good idea if somebody calls Redcon Jim and lets them know that McLeod films for Big Lenny. He'll be kicked out immediately. Situations like that, you deal with them as they come, but my job knows, my boss knows, AEW knows. You have to, as like a defensive message, like, listen, if you get this and you get these list of words and these kind of accounts, this is what it fucking has to do with. And majority, like 8 times out of 10, they sit there with like a weird look on their face and they start laughing. And I know the account that was trying to get me reported at Redcon 1, and I'm not even mad about it because it's so second nature to me now. It's so second nature. Again, people trying to, you know, like interject and interfere in your life for shits and giggles. And again, I go back to, you have to understand what this universe is about, and there's no hatred towards it because you should know better. You should know better what this universe is about. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. You'd be the Vance McMahon of Lake Cresva. I'm still serious about it, but I honestly want to make this short. I'm going to be home in a little bit, and then I gotta start working. Anyway, any questions? Because I'm about to end this. That's just my thoughts on it. I had a bunch of DMs ask me about this because, nobody likes McCuck. Then why do I have over 50 DMs asking me to do lives or join a live or my opinion on things? How about that? Nobody likes McCuck. So much drama lately, I know. You know what can settle that, Chuck E. Cheese Ranch? Delray Mania. What? Are you at Spanish River Park revisiting Vietnam? No, I'm walking from Redcon. I ride my bike through Spanish River Athletic Park. Will you please go live with the Cuban discuss? Half of the time anybody's going live, I'm done for the day. I literally sign out of this account. I've said this so many. I sign out of this account and I go on about my life. I'm done with this. I sign out. I don't have set hours for my job for IT. So it comes as it comes, and I deal with things, and I got family, I got kids. This is not the most important thing in my life. Sorry, guys. I know you have Tio and Father and all these other people. Those are the people you should cling to, because those are the people that are going to give you daily lives and the content you guys want. There's nothing wrong with that. Me, I sign out, going about my life. We need a podcast update? I have no idea. Have a good one, Mr. Churchill. You too, Sir Flyness. Cheese went from no work to lots lately. Oh yeah, you got your work cut out for you. Collecting all those checks in the mail, huh, Ranch? Family's gonna come over. You're gonna show them the new deck you have in your house. Who paid for that deck? Conservative Cuban, Robzilla, McCuck. They paid for that deck. All right, any last questions? They built this. They built this. I love that. That's what you do, Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. You look to if you have a family, or I don't know if you have kids or not, and you point to your deck, and then you point to your kids and say, and you look at pictures of all the people and you say, they built this. Shad boss. Yeah, buddy. Dale's crashing into things left and right. Adam, you do a cutting cycle just to prove everybody wrong and get the freaky great Titus. I have no interest in getting super huge. I'm on the road to 185. I want to get to 185 before February 7th, which is my birthday. That's literally 2 weeks away. I'm sitting at 187-ish. No problem. I've cut out all carbs. I just upped the cardio, recumbent bike, air resistance bike, a bunch of other crazy stuff. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga, boxing, ninjutsu, altitude training with no mountains. I don't know who starts these rumors that I'm doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and dark night training. We need to see, nobody wants to see me at the Ruby. Remember, nobody likes McCuck. Okay? All right, guys. I'm out of here. See you guys when I see you.